What's going on, everybody? You know the deal, you know the drill, you know what it is. And today I wanna make sure I do something that I usually don't do. Well, today I want to make sure I start doing something I usually don't do. So, in regards to new releases and things like that, stuff for next gen or anything period, since I've been doing this, I never really did like frequent updates for games that I'm insanely excited about. But that changes today. I'm gonna start keeping up with certain stuff, certain titles. Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which is of course officially named Horizon Forbidden West. Cyberpunk, Dying Light 2, Demon Souls, Wukong. I'm gonna make sure I keep up with these games. But today we want to talk about Horizon Forbidden West. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to go too far into the possibilities of new machines, new weapons. These are things that we're all expecting. So I'm not gonna too much talk about the tumor tusk or the trummer tusk or however they want to say it, the sunwing, the shell snappers, or even the warthog that we saw Silence and his homeboys abducting, or as you would say, corrupting in the preview of the game. I just kind of want to keep up with the story. If we do get any type of system updates, one thing that we have noticed is that they have decided to, and when I say they, I mean Guerilla, they've decided to put emphasis on underwater traverse. They have shown us quite a bit of stuff. Now, these are only cinematic parts of the reveal that we saw, but I'm almost 100% sure they're going to allow us to do some underwater traveling. Of course, we do want to touch on the settings now. It's, of course, Horizon Zero Dawn was placed in Utah. This one is moving out west, of course, hence the title of the game, Forbidden West. They're going to be in San Francisco, in or around that area. Of course, we saw the Golden Gate Bridge. We saw a couple of other monuments that stand out. Of course, that shows us that the setting is this time around in San Francisco, or of course, once again in the surrounding area. We saw San Francisco Port, the building underwater. We saw a couple of buildings. Well, of course, we'll put a couple of pictures up so that everybody can kind of have a relative thought in regards to what I'm referring to. But there is a bit of information in regards to the actual story of the game. Now, of course, if you guys don't remember, of course, go back and have a look at the reveal. I'm going to show some footage in the background as well. But this one, of course, when she's moving out west, there is a different threat. In the reveal, you see a fox. The fox appears to be hurt. He's breathing a little hard, and it's because of this infectious red vine that you see throughout the reveal. It appears that red vine is pretty much part of the corruption from the first one. And it's actually affecting the life forms, not even just the machines anymore. It's starting to have an effect on actual animals, the environment. You'll even see a clip of it. It looks like it's growing upon the beach while Aloy is riding one of the Chargers. So as long as the game looks great, I'm all for it. As long as the system is fine, I'm all for it. The combat now, I do think they are going to pretty much involve some different melee weapons. If you guys haven't noticed throughout the trailer, you can see Silence has his staff back, the one that he let Aloy borrow in Zero Dawn. Aloy, if you noticed also, does not have that staff throughout the reveal. So it is definitely something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. But there are a couple of different things that you kind of notice about Aloy and her having melee weapons and things like that. And it's just going to be definitely something for us to look out for. And, we're going to try to keep up with everything here on the channel. So if you guys want to keep up to date with Horizon Zero Dawn, stick around. Of course, we'll do update videos quite frequently as long as we're getting information. But the Guerrilla Games has decided to give the red vines a name. It is called the Red Blight. And of course, I'm going to put up a little snippet of the information for the Red Blight. It manifests as a moldy mass of red vines that can infect its way into life forms in the surrounding environment. And, of course, like I said, it's not just the machines anymore. It's affecting everything. So whatever is going on with this is new. I don't think I have any recollection of a video game that has something similar to this. Of course, in the very first game, it's got just the machines, which, of course, we've played games where a protagonist is battling machines and, everything else that's in the first game. But in this one, they're adding something almost similar to a virus in a computer system, period. It's literally taking over the environment. You guys see that it's causing storms. It's going to start transforming a bunch of different machines and things like that. So it's definitely something interesting that I'm excited to figure out with Guerilla. We don't have a release date. And of course, I'm assuming this is a next gen game. Now I know, of course, they're going to make it probably for the PlayStation 4. And one of my quarrels with making games for both generations, I don't think we're experiencing the same technological limitations that we were before, because a lot of games were torn, of course, because if you put it on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, with the PlayStation 4 not being backwards compatible, it causes a bit of some issues. So I understand that, but from what I hear, they're going to make the PlayStation 5 backwards compatible. So hopefully we don't have any limitations there in that regard, aesthetically, or even in regards to any type of system perks that they want to add to the game. So we'll see. But I am excited about this. Of course, we're gonna see a lot more machines. I'm hoping, this is one thing I'm curious about. I want to see if they're going to give us another mode of transportation. You guys know in the first one you were only able to ride the Chargers and not the Grazers, but there were two machines you were able to ride. You could mount. So hopefully they don't take any machines away. They just add machines. And I'm expecting, because I think this map is going to be very, very big, I'm expecting that they're going to give us mountable birds, if that makes any sense. So if you guys know the Sunwing, which is a new bird or a new machine for the next one, Forbidden West, hopefully they'll add something in the game to where we can mount those things. I personally would have loved to see them updated into the first game where we'd be able to mount the Sawtooth, but it never happened. Not that big of a deal. But, of course, as time goes on, she'll, I'm assuming, find different ways to do things. So hopefully she's able to eventually mount larger machines and also the machines that can fly, because there's some pretty tall monuments and different environments in the game, as we can see. So hopefully we're gonna get something like that. I don't think there's gonna be a large amount of underwater battle. Based on the information that I see, it's gonna be a bit difficult because she's mainly using an arrow, right? And when you're underwater, of course, laws of physics, you just can't move as fast as you usually would be able to on land. So I'm hoping it's just maybe like a stealth mission where you've got to go somewhere, you've got to use the earpiece to gather some information, to see something that happened in the past, things of that nature. Me personally, I don't want to see any underwater fight scenes or any underwater missions where you have to fight other machines and stuff like that. I just don't think it's going to work that well. But we'll see. I am not putting anything past Guerilla in this Decima engine. It is fantastic. So we'll see what they do with everything. But so far, we don't have any word on what any new weapons are going to look like. Of course, it's far too early. We've got a couple of glimpses of some new machines. I know there's going to be more. Me personally, I was hoping for a snake machine. I kind of thought that would be dope. So maybe we'll see something like that in this next one. I don't know if the dragon we see in the reveal is an actual machine or if it's just like an ancient hologram of something from a long time ago. Of course, we'll all figure all that out once the game reveals, or once it comes out. We'll get to see what is going on with that dragon, man. It looks really, really dope. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of mythological creatures, so it's going to be pretty cool. But other than that, so far I think we've covered everything that needs to be covered in regards to a bit of information for the story. We've seen a couple of new machines, the Sunwing, the Troomer Tusk, the Shell Snapper, Even the boar that Silence and his gang was corrupting. Not much information in regards to what weapons we're going to be able to use, but of course, I'm sure they're going to let us know something soon. And all the information updated in regards to the settings. We've got beaches on this one. The Golden Gate Bridge appears to have been demolished. You can only see the top of it protruding from the water. So that's interesting as well. City Hall, things like that. You'll see that in the reveal as well. But other than that, man, I mean, we've pretty much touched on all the information that needs to be updated about the game. If you guys want more, of course, stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That way I'll know you guys are interested in these types of update videos. And you know what else to do. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.